What's up, y'all? It's your girl Meci, and I'm back with another episode. To my new people, hey y'all, I'm Meci. To my Meci blessings, welcome back, y'all. Yes, we have another makeup video, y'all. So I'm gonna try my best. Like, I'm gonna take my time. We're not talking about nothing. I might do like a voiceover so I can listen to my music, but I'm trying to get y'all like a really good angle. I got my ring light in here so that I can have some good lighting. But I don't know, I guess I might look in the camera and actually do my makeup with y'all instead of like looking in the mirror so that y'all can see. I don't know how I'm gonna do this. Let me see. Okay, I got it to work for y'all. So yeah, we're not gonna do no talking because I feel like it's only been one time out of this whole marathon where I liked my video and it was my makeup, and it was the very first time that I did it. And I was doing like, I was talking to nothing too, but in this one I might end up doing just like a voiceover because that's something that I rarely do on my channel. So I'm probably do a voiceover so I can listen to my music and do my makeup the best that I can, because we literally, today is Monday, July 21st, and I go out the country on Saturday, July 26th. So this will be my very last makeup video for you all before I go out the country. And I want my makeup to look really good on my birthday, and I'm kind of nervous because of the last few times that I've done my makeup, I haven't liked my makeup. So we're gonna do our best. So before we get into the video, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, and let's see how well we can do our makeup. All right, y'all, before we put any makeup on our face, y'all know we always got to start off with a clean face. So I have always washed my face with Cetaphil, and I get the gentle cleanser because my face used to be super sensitive, and I feel like it still is, because even when I practice my makeup, I get red spots on like my cheeks and stuff. But what we're gonna do is just scrub that face. We want it to be super clean. We want to get as much dirt off our face as possible before we apply any type of makeup. Now, what I love about this product is it's gentle on the skin, just like the bottle says. I can scrub. It's not gonna irritate my face. It gets my face clean. It gets the job done, okay? So I usually like to rinse my face with cold water, but our water be a little bit too cold for me, so I do warm water. So once I rinse my face with warm water, I just grab a towel and I wipe my face off. I really don't think wiping your face off with a towel is really like the best option, but that's what I have, so that's what I'm gonna use. Now, I be extra careful when it comes to wiping around my nose, because I would hate to have to snag out this nose ring. Even though I done had it since my freshman year of college, baby, that still, it hurts sometimes. So now I'm just fanning my face, because I got a fan that I could have went and got, but I didn't go get it. But we want to make sure our face is dry as well before we apply any product. So the first thing that I am going to go in with is going to be my e.l.f. primer. Now, I get the one that's in the blue bottle because it's supposed to be for oily skins. My face gets oily around my nose, so I apply this to both cheeks, and then I apply it to my forehead, and then I apply it into my chin area, and then I just make sure I rub that in thoroughly throughout my face. And don't be afraid to rub it in. Rub it in just like it's lotion. Now, it's going to be a little sticky when you rubbing it in, but okay, it don't matter. Your face is going to last. I really like this e.l.f. primer because I do feel like it is for oily skins, because my face does not get oily around my nose when I apply this primer. So we're going to fan again because we want to make sure that primer is dry before we put any other products on our face. Now, the next step in my makeup routine is to do my eyebrows. Now, this is my first time actually using this brow lift, and I actually loved it, because what I noticed is your eyebrows do not move with the eyebrow lift. And previously, when I wasn't using it, when I would apply foundation to my face, my eyebrows were moving like out of place. So it actually helps. I got that brow pencil in dark brown, if I'm not mistaken, and it looks very, very natural when you use it on your brows. And y'all, for the Essence eyebrow pencil, is actually deep brown. I want to give y'all exact just in case y'all want to go grab it yourself. Now, when it comes to my eyebrows, I really love a really natural look. So the thing that I try to do when I do my makeup is I really just try to fill them in just a little bit. One of my eyebrows has like the perfect arch and the other eyebrow does not. So I try to mimic that arch on the other eyebrow. And I also just try to fill in because I don't want them too thick. Previously, I did my eyebrows too thick and they actually look better when I went back to watch the video. But I prefer like a really natural look. I love the little arch that my eyebrow automatically gives. And I just try to, y'all see what I'm talking about? One eyebrow has the arch and I'm trying to draw the arch on the other one and it just don't work out. But it comes together later in the video. Just keep watching. Now it is time to outline these brows that I just drew on. So I go in with my concealer and I'm not sure of the shade, but the shade is 2 shades lighter than my foundation. And shout out to the girl at Ulta because she matched me perfectly with everything. So what I usually do is I outline the bottom of my brow and the top. But I've been on TikTok and I've been watching more videos because I want to get better at my makeup. And I noticed that a lot of the girls, they only outline the bottom. And I prefer to do that because when it comes to like the flashback, you know, when you take a picture with the flash, you're going to see this bright concealer. And I don't want that all over my face. But I'm still a beginner, so I'm just trying out different ways to see what works for me, what doesn't work for me. So I prefer to do it just under my eyebrows now that I've done both. And here you just see me blending in the concealer. Y'all, now once I got to this point, I was like, oh yeah, this about to be the worst makeup that I have ever done. But I'm trying to teach myself to trust the process when it comes to this makeup stuff. Now it's a new way of me doing this. So of course I'm trying to achieve the bright under eye look. What I usually do is I apply foundation to my whole face and then I go in with the bright under eye, the bright concealer. But I think, you know, since I've tried it both ways, I think I want to stick with applying the foundation to my entire face and then putting this concealer, because when you just have that concealer that's 2 shades lighter than your actual shade, then it gives you more brightness. And I like the bright under eye, but not too much. And you know, it was just too bright for me. So I think moving forward, I'm just gonna stick with putting the foundation over my entire face and then going in with the bright under eye, the bright concealer. Okay, y'all, now it's time to go in with my foundation. When I tell you the black girl at Ulta did her big one when she matched it to my skin, and I promise you it didn't take her long to help match me, because the way that this foundation is on my skin, it's amazing. Now it doesn't apply like it did when I first started doing my makeup, and I don't know if it's something that I'm doing wrong, I don't know, but it still comes on really smooth and it blends very well. So maybe it's just me. I keep forgetting I am a beginner with this makeup stuff. So we just gonna blend this all the way in. This is actually like the longest part to me because I be want to make sure that it's fully blended in, and I also want to make sure that my face looks as natural as possible. Now, as y'all can see, that concealer is very bright. So I was thinking about going to Ulta and trying to find the next color up, because this is just too bright. Like, I know they say you're supposed to go 2 shades lighter than your foundation, but I don't want it that bright. But like I said, I'm glad I be trusting the process, you know, when it comes to doing my makeup, because it does, you know, come together eventually. Now at this moment, when I looked at myself in the mirror, I was like, okay, it's coming together. And that's why I say this foundation really goes on super smooth. And I feel like even, you know, the girls that struggle with acne, like, this is a really good foundation. And like I said, the girl at Ulta helped me with everything, because I went in there and I knew nothing about makeup. I just knew I wanted to learn how to do my makeup. Now this part is fairly new to me. It's the setting powder, and I also feel like this makes it look extra freaking bright as well. But I haven't really mastered putting it on. I do need to go and get, you know, the triangle thing. Y'all know what I'm talking about. I need to go get that so that I can set it better. But I try to put as little as possible. But at the end of the day, this is how the bright under eye is supposed to look, because I watch videos all the time on makeup on TikTok, and I even look at pictures on makeup artist pages. This is how the bright under eye looks. But I guess I just don't feel like it looks good because I'm doing it. But now that I'm watching the video, it's really coming together. Now, y'all, when I first started doing my makeup, I was not a blush girly at all. I bought the blush, but I never applied it. Now, like I said, the black girl at Ulta helped me pick it out, and she helped me pick out like this orange color, and I feel like it really goes with my skin tone, so I am definitely a blush girly. Now, this is where I should have put some foundation before I put the eyeshadow. I thought putting the eyeshadow was going to cover up the bright concealer look, but it did not. But I do want to start putting 2 different shades of eyeshadows on. One shade on my lid and the other above my lid, because I'm so used to just putting gold on my lid and leaving it at that. But I'm so glad that I'm open and optimistic about this process and not just, you know, trying to stick with one thing. I'm trying out different things to see what works for me, what doesn't work, what I like, what I don't like. Now y'all see my lips a little pink here because I tried to do a new lip, baby, and it didn't work out. So I'm gonna just stick with this brown. At first I was thinking maybe this brown is a little too close to my skin tone, but I like it on me, so we're gonna stick with that. Or we'll go back to our hot pink, or I might go to Ulta and get like a light pink. Now, usually when I do my makeup, I do my lashes and do me some clusters. But since I have a lash appointment tomorrow, I don't want no leftover glue on my lashes. So I was like, let me just put some mascara. Now they are back clean and ready for my lash appointment. But I actually like the mascara look. Like, you know, I never thought I would wear makeup without lashes, but I could do the mascara look. Okay, y'all, this is the final look. What do y'all think? I personally feel like, okay, yes, I want the under eye, the bright under eye, but is it supposed to be this bright? And y'all see I tried a lip, but it's not working out. I do plan on going to Ulta before I leave to get a light pink for my lip, so I can have my dark lip liner and then my light pink gloss. But if not, I'll go with this brown. But I like it. It's just in the camera, the bright under eye, it looks really bright. And then also y'all see, you know, the concealer is bright as well, where I outline my eyebrows, but I put that eyeshadow. So I really like this look, but I do want to get some pictures so I can see how it's going to be with that flashback and all of that. But I hope y'all enjoyed yet another makeup video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. I'll see y'all in the next episode.